Dear students, today we are going to discuss very important lesson, that is classification of matter. Are you all right, children? Okay. So, on the basis of composition of matter, it is classified into three types. On the basis of composition, that is element, compound and a mixture. These three types of matter on the basis of their composition. What are the difference between element, compound and mixture? All are matter, but what are the main difference between them? Let us discuss. Element. It is the combination of atoms or molecules of same kind. This is very important. This one is very important. That is what? It is made of either atoms or molecules of same kind. That means here another thing is same kind of atoms. Same type of atoms are there. Element means made of same kind of atoms. No different atoms combined. Only same type of atoms are there. Either is made of atoms or made of molecules. We'll discuss example later. So same kind of atoms or same kind of molecules having same type of atoms present in the element. So there is no difference in atoms. Atoms will be same type. This is called or elements. Then compound. Compound is made of different elements. It is made of different elements combined. Same elements cannot form compound, but different elements combine. When they combine, they produce compound. But mixture, simple mixture of any kind. Either you can mix element with compound, or you can mix two or more different elements, or compounds, or both. Any kind of matter when simple mix, that is called mixture. No specific method is required. No specific method, simply mixing physically, that is called a mixture. Any kind, either taking elements or compounds or both. If you mix just physically, that will be physical method, that is called your mixture. Then second point is regarding the composition. The composition also fixed, because the number of atoms in the molecule, if you consider the molecule, suppose oxygen. Oxygen contains 2 atoms. If you see the composition of oxygen molecule, it contains 2 oxygen. That is 2 oxygen. That means it is fixed. We cannot tell that oxygen contains 3 oxygen. No, oxygen contains 2 oxygen atoms. Oxygen molecule contains 2 oxygen atoms. So it is an element because made of oxygen. It is made of oxygen means it is element, but it is fixed. That's why composition of element is fixed. But compound is also fixed. Fixed ratio. What? Fixed ratio by weight. That means the weight of elements in the compound is always fixed. Their ratio, their proportion is always constant, cannot be changed. So fixed ratio, for example, if you take water, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is equal to 1:8. It is fixed. So R is a compound made of two elements and combined in a fixed ratio by weight, that is 1:8 between hydrogen and oxygen. So in compound, the ratio of elements is always fixed. But in mixture, any ratio, there is no fixed ratio, there is no fixed proportion. Anything, any amount can be mixed, it will be a mixture. Then third point is very important point regarding the properties of components. The components properties may or may not be same. The components properties may or may not be same. Here they lose their properties. That means when the elements, different elements combine to form compound, the property changed. For example, you take water. Water is made of hydrogen and oxygen forming water. Water is made of hydrogen and oxygen forming water. So hydrogen, we know hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas, but water is liquid. That means property changes. When the elements combine to form compound, the properties of elements always change. The components lose their properties in the compound. But in mixture, the properties of the components remaining same will not be changed. The properties remaining same. Because it can be separated in same way. So always remaining same. Then 4. Fixed melting point. That means every element has boiling point and melting point. So their melting point and boiling point, the temperature at which solid melts, that is called melting point, and temperature at which liquid boils, that is called boiling point. So melting point and boiling point remaining same, will not be same. But in compound, your melting point and boiling point also remaining same. That means fixed melting point, boiling point. When it will be heated, it melts at sharp particular temperature and boils also at sharp temperature. But a mixture, they lose their properties when it will be heated at different temperature. It starts melting and boiling. That's why, because their interaction is not fixed. Interaction is not properly maintained between the components. That's why they are not properly mixed. That's why they are not properly close in contact. That's why melting point, boiling point are not fixed in case of mixture. It changes. Then another important property is regarding the homogeneity, that is homogeneous or heterogeneous nature. All elements are homogeneous. If it is in gaseous state, it is in gaseous form. If it is solid state, in solid form. If it is liquid state, in liquid form. That means always in homogeneous nature. Means uniformly distributed. That is called your homogeneous nature. Compound is also homogeneous. It is always homogeneous. And the mixture, it may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Some mixture is homogeneous, some mixture is heterogeneous. For example, your water is homogeneous, but if you add sand to water, sand and water mixture is heterogeneous. Water is homogeneous, particular oil is homogeneous, but if you mix water and oil, it will be heterogeneous. So it may be homogeneous or may not be homogeneous. That means it may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. This is regarding homogeneity. Then all elements are pure because made of same kind of substance. So it is pure. But compound is also pure. It is also made of same kind of substance. That's why it is pure. But a mixture is always called impure. Impure in the sense not hygienic view, not regarding your health, whether it is a side effect or not. But here impure means composition. regarding composition. Composition is not fixed. That's why it is impure. Impure means composition is not fixed. But here composition is fixed, here composition is fixed. That's why this is called pure and pure. But mixture is always impure. Maybe homogeneous or heterogeneous, but it is always impure. Then regarding the heat change takes place during formation. Heat change takes place during the formation. Always heat change takes place during the formation of elements. Maybe it's very small amount, but during the formation of elements, it will be, suppose you want to prepare that liquid oxygen, from gaseous oxygen to liquid oxygen. In that case, heat change takes place. Suppose you want to convert that solid element to liquid. Both are in element form. So during the state of change of state, heat change takes place. So heat change takes place during the formation. Always heat change takes place. Where? During the compound formation, always heat change takes place because it is produced by chemical method. As it is produced by chemical method, that's why always heat change takes place. That means heat may be released or heat may be absorbed. So always heat change takes place. This is very important. Always heat change takes place. Here may or may not be changed. Heat change takes place during the formation of elements. But in case of mixture, may or may not. Same, during the formation, heat change may or may not. That means the heat change generally not considered because there is no true chemical linkage. There is no true chemical bond between the mixture. That's why the amount of heat change is negligible. But in case of compound, always heat change takes place. This case, the amount of heat change is more. Then 8th point, very important point regarding the separation of components. Components may be separated by physical method. By physical method, we can separate the components. If you heat, then it will be converted to either atomic form or molecular form. So components may be separated by physical method. Here, the compound, it cannot be separated by physical method. That means by physical method, by any physical method you use, you cannot separate the components of compounds. For example, if you heat water, then water will be converted to what? If you heat water, the water will be converted to steam. But it cannot be separated hydrogen oxygen by boiling. Water cannot be converted to hydrogen oxygen by boiling. It will only convert to water vapor, but hydrogen oxygen remaining same. So by physical method, we cannot separate the components of compounds. Physical method is not possible. Only chemical method is possible for separation of components of a compound. But in mixture, different physical technique can be used to separate the components. For example, your water and salt solution. Just you evaporate the water, then salt will remain. So you will again produce salt from the salt solution. So by physical method, we can separate the components. So these are the very important points. Then another thing is you see the examples. What are the examples? Just you see. What are the examples? Examples, if you see, element hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, but you see diamond. Diamond is made of carbon. It is made of carbon. That's why it is an element. Only carbon is combined in diamond. And graphite is also made of carbon. But properties are different. Diamond property, graphite property are not same, but made of carbon. It is also made of carbon. That's why these are elements. An example, P4. If you write P4, P4 means same phosphorus atom. 4P. When 4P combine, it produces phosphorus molecule, P4. It is an element. S8 is an also element. Why? Because made of same kind of atom. Same atom is there. P, only P. No P mixed with S. That's why it is element. It is also element. Magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon means made of magnesium atom. That's why it is element. Iron powder, iron dust, it will be element because made of iron. Iron rod, iron rod. If we tell iron rod, it is made of iron atom. That's why it is element. So if it contains same kind of atom, these are called elements. Then come to compound. Compound is made of different kinds of elements, different types of elements. Water made of hydrogen, oxygen. Sodium chloride made of sodium and chlorine. Carbon dioxide made of carbon, oxygen. Sulfuric is made of hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. But most important thing is their composition is fixed, made of two or more elements, but fixed composition, fixed ratio. Fixed ratio. Ratio is fixed. That's why hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen ratio is fixed. Then just it can be given by different name. Blue vitriol. Blue vitriol is name is a common name. Blue vitriol is made of copper sulfate and 5H2O. It is a compound. But if you see the formula, copper sulfate and 5H2O, don't be confused. It is a mixture. No, 5 water molecule combine fixed with the copper sulfate. So 5 molecule is fixed. It cannot be 6 molecule, it cannot be 7 molecule like this. That's why as the components are fixed ratio, it is called a compound. Although it may be a compound form or may be a combination of elements, but if it is fixed ratio, fixed amount, that is called compound. So blue vitriol is a compound because made of copper sulfate and 5H2O in a fixed proportion, fixed amount. The fixed amount means 5 water molecule always combined with 1 copper sulfate. You cannot write copper sulfate 2H2O because it is not possible. That's why as it is fixed, so it is a compound. Fixed means compound. So name is blue vitriol. Blue vitriol, white vitriol, so many examples are there. If you are interested, you can read different books. So these are the compound examples. You see the mixture. Mixture means simple combining any components. Any matter, if you mix, it will be a mixture. Water and sand, it is mixture, but it is heterogeneous. Water and oil floats, it is heterogeneous. Water and salt, homogeneous. Water and sugar, homogeneous mixture. Air is homogeneous. So like this, combination of any kind of substance forming the mixture. So this is regarding the element, compound and mixture. Now we'll discuss what are the difference between element, compound, mixture in the composition. Okay, now just to see, we have taken some figure. In this figure, we identify which is element, compound and mixture. This figure will identify which is element, which is compound, which is mixture. First, you see figure 1. This figure is, if you see the composition, same kind of substance are taken. Single, all are in single, so same type. So it is what? It is element. First one is element. You see the second. If you see the composition, same kind of atoms combined, it is molecule. Same kind of, that is circle. Same circles are there. This is combination of 2, combination of 2, combination of 2 like this. So it is a molecule. How many molecules are there? 4 molecules are there. And same kind. That's why it is also element. It is also element. Same. Because same molecules are there. Made of same atoms. Made of same atoms and in molecular form. That is also element. Then you see this one. Here you see it is one molecule of same atoms. Molecule of same. These two are same, but it is single atoms. It is single atoms. Now it is 3. So diatomic, triatomic, monoatomic. All difference are combined. All different types of atoms, molecules are there. So it is not element because different types. This is one molecule, this is one atom, it is triatomic, consists of 3 atoms, consists of 2 atoms, consists of single atoms. So in different types, that's why it is a mixture. It is a mixture. So it is mixture. Now you see this one. Here it is a compound made of 2 different atoms. Different atoms, similar type molecule. This is one molecule consists of 2 different atoms. One molecule consists of 2 different atoms. Same. But it is a 2 different atoms in a fixed ratio and all are same. That's why it is a compound. So fourth one is a compound made of different elements, and fixed ratio. Why fixed ratio? One black, one white, black, white, black, white, black, white. That's why it is a compound. Then come to this figure. This figure, it is just combination of a triangle and square. It is a triangle and square. It is 2 triangle. It is triangle and square. So these are different. So these 2 are same, but it is different. So it is a mixture. So this is your mixture. So fifth one is a mixture. Then come to sixth one. Sixth one, you see the composition. Same atoms. This molecule. This is also not same. These 2 atoms are not same. And this is also different. This is a blue sphere, this is black, this is white, black and white. So it is a mixture. So it is a mixture. Any kind, any different type of substance are mixed. That's why it is a mixture. You see here, similar types. Similar type means similar type of atoms, triatomic, 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 triatomic. All 3 atoms combine to form molecule. So triatomic molecule of same type, triatomic molecule of same type, triatomic of same type. So that all are same atoms, white, all are white, similar types and in molecular form. So it is element. It is element. So it is a combination of only similar type of molecules containing similar type of atoms. Similar type of molecule containing similar type of atoms. Here, what? Similar type of molecule, but different atoms. This is the difference. You see the difference between 2 similar molecules. 1 molecule, 2 molecule, 3rd molecule, 4th molecule, similar type, but having different atoms. Black, white, black, white, black, white, different atoms. That's why it is a compound. But here, as similar type of molecule, but having same type of atoms, all are white, no difference. That's why it is an element. So like this, you can know the difference between the element, compound, and mixture on the basis of their composition. On the basis of their composition, we can distinguish element, compound and mixture. Okay? Okay, thank you.